No, you didn't miss it. No, it was YouTube. All my stuff was working fine. I could check all the wires and connections. I could get on other channels, other websites, and I don't know what happened. It was just YouTube. I could not get back on. And then even when I did, it said live streaming not available right now. Please try again later. That's what took so long. I'm like, what the hell is this? I've never seen that message before. Oh my God. Look it. I'm sweating. See? It's like it just messed me all up. Yeah, we need wine shit. We probably need more than that. I don't even know where I was now. I guess I have to I'll just start over and then just try to play catch up because I don't even remember where I was. Okay, here we go, people. I'm gonna skip a few because I remember um, we had gone through a few of them. Okay, we did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. I think this is where we were, right? Wasn't this where we were? Where I was getting ready to say that, yeah, this is where we were because I was getting ready to say that this is really sad. This is like part of the mind tricks that go on when men want to cheat. And I talked about that in the video the other day when we were going over the show that Oprah did with the seven cheating husbands. And they always, in some way, want to try to absolve themselves of the full responsibility by making it somehow your fault that he cheated. You didn't do something, or you did something wrong, or you did not enough of something, or you did too much of one thing or another. Somehow, it's never the fact that he couldn't open his mouth and tell you what the problem is and then roll up his sleeves and work on it with the woman that he decided was his life partner. Instead, they worrying about their ego and how somebody who's a complete stranger, quote, made them feel. That's what all the men said. So, in a situation like this, kissing his feet, psh, I'll saw that bitch off. How about that? And have you hobbling around here. See who wants you then when you walking around with a nub where you should have a foot. Chanel is funny. I'm telling you, I just couldn't believe it. And they're sitting there, they're actually trying to, convince women, and a lot of you believe it, that if your husband, your boyfriend tips out, that it means there's something wrong with you. No, the problem is him. Stop internalizing their dysfunction. It don't have nothing to do with you. But we'll be talking some more about all of that next month in February. Now, here we go with another one. These little subtle mind manipulation things that they try to do. They put something out there, right? And then they try to make it sound like and something that you should aspire to be, something that you would be proud to be, right? Something that makes you a level above other women. And that's how they frame it, right? Because then it makes women who aren't that swift think that this is something that they should, angle for and try to be, and that's a good thing in a relationship. In reality, those of you who don't ask for anything don't get anything because they only gonna give you what you demand. They're lazy bums, and so for here thinking all you want is love, effort, attention, and for you to answer your phone. Well, yes, all women want that, but they want a lot more too. So you think you're just gonna get away with with love, effort, attention, and to answer your phone? You do that for your mama. You do that for your boys. You do that for your kids. How is that showing your woman that she's a special part of your heart? Please, you need to do more than that. These dudes, they be trying to get you all to have some extremely low standards, and it's just really kind of sad. How many fall for it? All right, let us move on and look at some more of these. Now this one had me rolling. Now look at that picture. You could tell something's amiss though because his fingers on the right look stubby. Even though it's only showing part of him, the proportions don't look right to me. It just looks stubby. And I was right. He's cute though, nice looking guy. But what is that? A dwarf? They call it a dwarf because he's not a midget. Midgets are like really small and they're exactly proportioned, but they're just petite, little versions of something. This, I think he's a dwarf. And, they said, why everyone should have a full body pic. I'm like, oh boy, they have a point there. They have a point. But, shoot, little people need love too. Now, I don't think he's a midget. See how his legs are stubby and stuff? That's dwarfism. Midgets are like perfectly proportioned little people. They're just in miniature. And this is dwarfism. Well, let's go on and look at the next one. Now look at this dude. Look at this here. Yeah, he got a cute little face. Nice hair, beautiful skin. He don't show his teeth, so we don't know what that looks like. But his features look nice. You know what I mean? He's a nice looking dude. Just short. Now, here we go with this little nonsense here. He's like, he called himself Mr. Wise. Females be like, I'm going to keep my relationship private. And he's like, bitch, you better because that's someone else's man. Okay, now he thinks that's funny. Look how he crying and laughing and doing all this kind of stuff. But I don't know about everyone deserves love, but everybody wants it. That's all I said. I said they want it. I never said they deserve it. Nobody deserves it. They just, should be respected and stuff and left alone if you don't want to treat them right. But you can't go around talking about I deserve this and I deserve that from other people. You don't deserve shit from nobody. They don't have to give you a damn thing. So here we go. This guy, he's trying to say, keep your relationship private because that's somebody else's man. What, did he forget? That's his fault. How you gonna be somebody else's man and you over here tipping with another woman? Okay, that means you ain't nobody's man. You're not the tip side woman, nor are you the other woman who thinks you her man. You're neither one of them's man. So it can stay private or it could go public. It really will be the same thing. It don't matter. And any woman who's trying to do something and keep it on the low low, she might know dude is involved elsewhere, but she might be involved elsewhere. You just never know about things these days. So, I'm not going to say that it's automatically because it's somebody else's man. She might be somebody else's woman. Okay? Let's be real. Yeah, yeah. Once they say females, it's like, yeah, whatever. Who sent me this? I was rolling. This is so hood. If she say computer, strong, or mines, she's getting back $7,784.65 in taxes and her pillowcase stank. Ah, oh my God. Who would get that much back in taxes? That means you stupid. You need to adjust your W-4 or whatever that thing is, because you must have zero or something. You saw that one? Did you send this in? I wonder who sent this in. I was rolling. I thought it was funny. Another thing that bothers me is when people say scrimp, just like that scrimp. They put that K in there, talking about shrimp. They call them scrimp. Oh, that me when I was down in Texas, I heard that so many times. I thought I was gonna rip all my skin and hair out. I just couldn't stand it. I'm like, do you people not know how to speak English? Show me where the word shrimp has a K in it. Oh my God, I thought I was just gonna just go crazy. But yeah, then when I see stuff like this, it reminds me of my days in Texas. Whew. Okay, now for those of you who are into this lifestyle, I just, oh, dude, the dustiness. She say, keep your circle small, 'cause the blunt come back faster to you. Your country people say scrimp? Yeah. Strimp with a T? Oh no, Phil. No. I love country people. Yeah, strawberries, you right. Oh my God, black folks will mess up some words that start with a S. I don't understand what is the problem. But yeah, they don't say four, they say foe. Foe. He got 4 kids, as in fee, fi, fo, from. Oh, but anyway, these days, you can't really be doing this kind of stuff. I be admiring people that can do this kind of stuff where they be passing stuff around and be having other people's saliva on it. Cause I'd be like looking. I don't want nobody. Don't you use my toothbrush? I'm not. You can't drink out of after me. If you drink after me, it's yours now. I'm just real funny like that. I be looking at people's teeth and gums and lips and stuff. I want to see what's going on in your mouth, or we ain't kissing. We're not kissing because I don't want nothing. You get gingivitis and herpes and all this stuff, fancy stuff going on, and your gums all shrunken down, your teeth long and stuff. You got like loose teeth and whatnot. I'm not. No, we're not doing any of that. So y'all that pass around stuff like that, so everybody's lips is on it and they saliva. See, the next thing you be having like big old things on your lips and you be trying to figure out what happened. I'm like, I need my own. You have your own, and you have your own, and y'all can share if you want to, but I'm not sharing. I don't share. No, we don't do that. Now, girls, we know they want to use your lipstick and stuff. It's yours now. I don't care how much it costs. Whatever it costs, it's gonna be less of a price than me paying for having herpes of the face for the rest of my life. I don't want that. I'm telling you, I'm real funny about germs and stuff. Mm-mm. Let's move on. Ah! Oh my God. No, we don't share a toothbrush neither. Mm-mm. Even when boyfriend come, I keep a stash of them toothbrushes you get at the dollar store. When people come over and they say, "Oh, can I use your toothbrush?" Fuck no, you can't use my toothbrush. Here, open up in that cabinet in there. There's about 20 toothbrushes in there. Pick one, and then you can take it home with you. Don't even put it in the cup with mine. I don't want it touching mine. I'm terrible, but I'm telling you, I just be looking at people's. It all started when I was in the 7th grade, and I licked the microscope, the slide, and put it under the microscope and saw all that stuff wiggling, and that was the end of me. That was it. I was done. It was a wrap, and I've been like germ conscious ever since. Now this is really saying, look at little boy, look dude's face. He mad, and she keep asking what's wrong. Why is it that boys have a hard time? They just cannot have, they just don't want to think about their mother having, like an eggplant life. They just want to just imagine that, that she's just a nun or something. I don't know what they want to think. But the fact that their mother's getting her swerve on and, enjoying herself and stuff and got a man, like remember Melvin and Baby Boy in the kitchen cooking and butt naked and he walk in there and, saw all that activity and he just had a cow. That's the same. They just feel real weird about their mothers. Even if they're married, their parents are married. They don't want to see them kissing and all that kind of stuff. They just get real icked out and it's just weird. I don't know. But I think it's a good idea for parents to do those, show those signs of affection in front of their children. I mean, I'm just saying you got to play grab ass and stuff, but I'm saying, for them to see you guys kissing and rubbing on each other and hugging and cooing, gooing and stuff and cuddling on the couch and stuff. It's good for kids to see that kind of non-sexual affection being displayed between two people who love each other. It's a model for them on how to do that kind of thing when they get a little older. Okay, so don't be ashamed, but like I said, put some brakes on. Let's not get too rambunctious. Yeah, but they just be flipping out about their mothers. Oof. Now look at this mess here. See, this is what happens when you be meeting men from them swipey things. The swipey thing will get you in trouble every time. Every single time. He live in a gated community. I thought I was going to die laughing. This was so funny. Oh my goodness, yes. So you got to watch them dudes on, online that you meet. I mean, it is true, right? It's a gated community, but is that really what you were kind of gated community that you meant? No. But technically, he didn't lie. You see what I mean? You got to watch them little tricksters. Oh, now this young lad here, he got one of them kind of beards I hate that look like they be growing stuff and whole families of birds could be living in there along with mice and roaches and rats and a whole bunch of stuff. I don't like them big ass Santa beards. I just don't like them. But they seem to be very popular. I don't talk to you guys try to talk to me. You got one of them giant beards. I just ignore him. I don't like that. I just could imagine all kind of bacteria and fungus in that shit. I don't want no parts of that. Get away from me. Get away from me. But he says that men are not intimidated by strong women. However, far too many women believe that being aggressive, rude, and generally unpleasant makes them strong. No, it makes you insufferable. It's not that we, quote, can't handle you, but that we prefer not to in light of better options. Okay, now let's talk about that. They believe being aggressive, rude, and generally unpleasant makes them strong. Who is the determiner of that? Every man's standard for what is aggressive, rude, and unpleasant varies. So, but you find to be that way, sir. Another man would just be like, yeah, baby, that's it. I love a woman who handles her shit and knows what she wants. So, when you have a man who acts like that, it makes you insufferable. It doesn't make it makes a woman insufferable. If she's your woman, then she won't treat you like that. But you think that a complete stranger that you be trying to holler at is supposed to be, you know, pleasant to you and be responsive to you and not tell you to get the fuck out of her face. Well, then that's you. That's your problem. You trying to act like you are entitled to all of this stuff. And when a woman checks you or ignores you and tells you about yourself, then you want to tell her that she's insufferable because you're not getting what you want from her. That's what this is. That's all that this is. And you know what's so interesting about this too, ladies, is this thing here. They say all that about, better options and all of this, but are you still single, motherfucker? Because you still ain't got nobody. All you do is go through all them women that you claim are so wonderful, and those are better options than the woman that you deem to be aggressive and whatever, whatever. You use them up because they too nice and they don't have boundaries, whereas the other one won't give you the time of day. But you still ain't married, even though you say that those women are so much better. Where are they? You still use them and abandon them too. So I'm not really seeing where it's to a woman's advantage to be, overwhelmingly nice to men that you're not involved with. Polite, you know, polite as you would to be anybody else. But the moment they get out of pocket, check them. Yes, honey, them beards are just nasty to me. I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? For all these dudes to be walking around with these 12-inch fuzz faces. Gross. And you know how hair carries bacteria and smells? Mm-mm. No. They eating and stuff. Why am I coughing again? I think when I get stressed, I start coughing. That's the only thing I can see in common. Okay. Girlfriend, why did you ask this stupid question? What drives him to cheat? And dude says, your car while you're at work. He has a point. I can't say nothing. Excuse me. I don't think I have any more cough drops either. Um, why would you let somebody drive your car? If he don't have a car, why is he not on the bus? Why is he driving your car? Excuse me. It's the dust. It might be, girl. Because I'm telling you, it's just like I start coughing on cue. It's just terrible. Right on cue. I'm looking for a cough drop. I had this little tray under my computer. It's like a junk tray. And it's everything in the world in there. And sure enough, I found another cough drop. Yay! About to pop this bad boy in. Hold on a second. This is a night of horrible things. Okay, here we go. Another, excuse me, God, another man begging for women to take care of a man and treating men like girls. They want to be pretty and they want to be treated like women. I just don't get it. And if they want to be considered to be leaders and strong and to be submitted to and all this kind of stuff. Dude, you talking out of both sides of your neck. You can't be both. You pick one. Either you're going to be the girl or you're going to be the man. And if you're going to be the man, you cannot be coming at women like this, like begging and shit like you're a toddler, calling him you're Mr. Right. No, you're Mr. Stupid and you're definitely Mr. Wrong. I don't know. Take him on dates. No. Satisfy him if I feel like it. Motivate him. Motivate your damn self. Build with him. No. That's called getting with somebody who's a dusty. Make him feel special if he deserves it. I'm not just gonna do it just because it's Tuesday. What you done to feel make yourself look special? What have you done that's special? But you got up and went to work, so did I. Are you treating me special? No. Well then what? Yeah, they're weak. And this is such a fucking turnoff when they act like this and say these kind of things and have this attitude where they all this neediness and dependency. It's just a turnoff. So you guys be careful, especially you young ones, when you see stuff like this and you think, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do for my man. Make him, motivate him. And this, you don't build a man up. I done told you, you do not help men. Do not help them. If you help him, then you're building with him. No, he should already have his shit in motion. Look at Snoop's wife. What does she do? They've been married forever. That man loves her to death. They got their kids, now they got grandkids, all living in the complex and stuff, right? She don't have to do shit. He's not looking for her to build shit with him. He has taken responsibility. And this is a man who's like, like not like, a college educated, whatever people like to call them, these, Wilmington, Washington the third types of dudes. He just, regular little brother that happened to have some musical talent. But he built by himself. Why can't you? He don't even have a college degree. Did he even graduate from high school? I'm not sure. But he built for himself. If he can do it, so can you. What in the world makes you think that you need all this help and that some women are supposed to give it to you? Snoop's wife ain't helped him do a goddamn thing except give him some kids. That's it. He does everything else. So I'm like, these people are tripping. They have a real stupid idea of what a relationship and marriage is supposed to be about, and y'all need to change your So, do you know of any husband that doesn't cheat? Why are you talking about that? Show me a husband who hasn't cheated on his wife. Show me that. We saw in the film that even the woman who was married to her husband, he didn't cheat for 18 years and then turned around and the motherfucker cheated. So, I mean, you know what I mean? That's just what happens. So, to point to that as the reason, as any kind of justification for the situation I'm talking about, which is him building, is a ridiculous notion. Whether you build or not, they cheat, right? That's what the dude said. They all said it. All seven of them, they were being interviewed, said that all husbands cheat at one point or another. So to me, there's no association. If you have a man who's handling his business and he cheats, maybe she don't feel too bad about it because she know everybody's husband cheats. But at least her husband got her in a nice house and her kids in a nice house and her kids doing what they want to do. And all her bills is paid and there's food on the table. She don't have to worry about nothing. For all we know, she cheats too. Shit. How we know? We don't know anything. But I'm not talking about what he cheats, though. I'm talking about how he built. Y'all always want to take it to some dick stuff. I'm not talking about that. Okay, let's move on. Here we go again with another dust bunny who wants a woman to sign on for some struggle love. If your lady ain't ready to sleep in the car with you, move room to room, live in a motherfucker they don't know house, put her last on trying to help y'all situation, steal or hustle with you, find another one. That's right. Go find another one. Find somebody who's stupid and gonna end up in prison behind your ass. Because a real woman gonna stick by her man through good or bad, rich or poor, sickness and in health, way before the marriage vows. Vowels. Are you seeing that? As in vowels and consonants, not vows. How you think she got her ring? If you are a woman who believes this to be false, then maybe you have some revelation of self that needs to take place. Reevaluation, I'm sorry, of self that needs to take place. No, young lad, you need to go back to school and take a class in writing, punctuation, grammar, and spelling. And you need to take a logic class because nothing that you've said here is motivation for a woman to sign on to be with you unless she's an absolute idiot. She say, is he dumb? Yeah, but think about how many young women would sign on for this. They're going to listen, they're going to believe this, that they have to go through all these changes, all these struggles with a man to prove to him that she's down and she got his back and she going to lift him up and she going to do all this stuff. And I'm like, wow, I don't even know what to say about this, but that thing about marriage vowels, that's what took me out. That one word took me to Mars. Okay, now this was floating around on Facebook. I didn't. Somebody sent it in me though. I saw. I decided to share it. Cause dude is there. I mean, this thing don't even look no kind of way feminine. In other news, men with beards took an L today. Said he was out with his boys. hmm And those of you who don't know what a beard is, for gay men, a beard is a woman that he's allegedly in a relationship with while he still maintains his primary interest, which is other men. And this is, you know, what's going on here. So you see the dude on the couch, looks like, a regular dude, right? He got that long, super long beard that I hate. He got that beard working. I'm telling you, them beards are just something is wrong with people that have those things. I'm like, you say you want to be with me, you gonna shave that shit off. I don't want to look at that. And now that I've seen this, I really don't want to look at it. hmm But that's just sad. Look at him holding on to its thigh and stuff. I was like, oh my god. hmm So y'all got a man who got one of them kind of beards. You better watch out. That's all I'm gonna say. This was hilarious. This was hilarious. Look at this dog's eyes all bucked out. She her thumb through her legs. It's like, oh my god. Oh, dude, come on now. Really? Are they 12 or something? Do they stay in a 12-year-old mentality for the rest of their life? And he's like, lady boss, look at this. Isn't this stupid? Yeah, beards are positive, but I don't like that kind. I like that kind that looks like a 5 o'clock shadow, where it's real low. Don't be showing up with no fur face. I don't like that. Looking like Wolfman Jack and these things trying to look like they somebody from the Jesus era with that long shit all poking out. No. Ew. I thought this was pretty amusing. So, oh, that's the kind of interesting little test. Take his phone, go by her house, and see if his Wi-Fi connects automatically because he got the password. I was like, wow, that's brilliant. That that would work too. Well, yeah, let's see. I guess they that kind where it goes around that's like low. I don't know. It's like the kind of little beard like Clint Eastwood used to have and hang him high. Where he just looks like he hasn't shaven that day. That kind of look, that low. Or the one that goes around the lip and around the chin and cut low, not no long one. I don't like that either. Yeah, see, I don't like the Santa beard. I just tell you, I keep imagining too much bacteria. I'll be spraying his ass with some Lysol. Yeah, that five. Yeah, that's it. That's what I like. I think that shit is sexy as hell. I will follow a man, especially when he got dimples and stuff. So if the dimples can still show through. Woo! I'll be like saying all my best jokes just to see him smile. Because I want to see. Yeah, I can do that. But anything other than that in the 5 o'clock shadow type of beard, but anything heavier than that, I'm out. I don't want to see that. So just so you know, y'all with these dudes that ain't real men, they straight telling you a real man will buy you gifts without expecting anything, and that man is your father, not us. Cheek dimples. I'm talking about. Well, so this, what you so you buy us a gift and now you expect some nookie. I guess that's what he's trying to say. Sadly, I suppose that is the way that it is. They don't want to do anything just out of the kindness of their heart. Okay, now this is a warm up. This is a warm up. Um, where is this? I'm trying to look and see. Oh, okay. No. I'm trying to think, oh, were we getting near the DNN? I forgot where I was. With this starting and stopping thing, I got confused. I'll put the words cold as ever, trying to be like having an attitude. And she's like, well, on yours, I'm gonna put stiff at last. Oh my God, that's kind of savage. But it wasn't as savage as the ones that win the Savage Awards. Now that I have to tell you, it didn't make that rank, but this is savage though. You have to admit. She shut his ass up. Now this was an interesting one, and there's a lot of women that have this mentality about the man that they're going out with. Haven't you guys ever seen this? Like you go out on, they go out on a date, right? And the woman is paying, the lady's paying, but what she does is she gives the money to the guy. So when the bill comes, right, he pulls it out of his pocket like like it's his money. And so he's paying and stuff. So she basically he's this is an illusion of him, being a man, taking her out. And she's participating in the fraud by giving him his money. So he's putting on this front and this show for all the people in there. Don't you think he knows that he's a broke Dusty and he can't even take his woman out? You know that he's a broke Dusty and can't take you out. So who are you really trying to fool here? You're just trying to protect his ego from everybody looking at him saying, wow, he's a broke Dusty. Now, instead of doing that, why don't you just not go out with somebody who's a broke Dusty and then that solves the problem? I don't get it. I would never do that. I'm not giving a man shit to try to make himself look like he's something that he's not. If you taking somebody out, then that should be your money. If it's coming out of my purse, then I'm paying and I'm picking up my change and you leaving the tip. You gonna do something? Yeah, they're that stupid. They are that stupid. I just, I've seen women do that, and other women have told me when I was growing up that that's what you quote should do. So when this came through this week, I was like, oh, this is perfect to talk about this because this is another example of some stuff I'm going to be talking about um, next month about how you guys dishonor yourselves. You dishonor yourself and put make him a priority over you, and that causes problems. So let us move on, because I mean, what can you say about that? Just don't do it. If you don't have no money, don't go out. Just go out with your girlfriends and have a good time and come back and tell them about it. Now, this is some real sick mess here. Look at this. This is his attitude. Now, what look at the number of likes there. This is what I want you to see. Look at the number of retweets. Now, that doesn't mean all the retweets were positive. You know, just because it got retweeted, a lot of women were probably retweeting saying, look at this simple shit, how disgusting. You know what I mean? So we're not going to assume everything that was retweeted was a positive endorsement of this mentality. Um, just like she retweeted, or this a dude named Hubert, whatever, retweeted it, and it's not, it wasn't a positive comment. But look at how many likes it has, though. That's the part I'm talking about. And on Twitter, that's a lot of likes for something that, you know, incites violence against women for his ego. And he's going to die anyway. Yeah, it's scary. I started not to put it in, but, there's still so many women that come to this channel. I call them the male identified crew that, say, well, why are you talking about men like that? You guys just hate men. This and that, and blah, blah, blah. Men are kings, men are this and that. And you can keep believing that if you want to. But I'm sorry, there's just very little evidence to back you up. There's more to back up our position that they are some dangerously strange people that women need to be on guard against. And this does nothing to change my mind. Looking like, Malcolm X and Hotep and a priest and everybody combined. And when they go to court for a gun charge, the same dude, that Mr. Wise from St. Louis. I was rolling. Look at that. The turtleneck, like he just another major scholar. I thought this was funny. Now here we go, another one. This is just humor. These are humor because they have a note of reality to them. But I don't know who put that baby up there like that. But this was hilarious to me. And the baby's like, "You ain't going nowhere." 'Cause grandmother always said she ain't babysitting, so you ain't going nowhere. And there's a baby looking like, "I'm running your fun. Ha 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 ha." Well, my thing is, if you want to still hit the clubs all the time and stuff, you don't need to be having no babies. Wait until that's out your system. You don't need to be worrying about shaking your ass in a nightclub when you got little ones at home. Looking like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg wish he was that cute. Oh, I just thought that was really cute. Okay, where am I on my list? Oh, okay. Now look at this. It's this one. And I kind of sat there, right? I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, this is dusty as hell, but it does have an interesting note of to it. Cause he's like, well, if eggplant for women feels anything like when I put that Q-tip in my ear, I don't even blame y'all for being hoes. Oh, I thought I was going to die. You have to admit that's funny as hell. Because that is a nice little feeling. It starts twirling around. People do that. I used to do that to my boyfriends, right? Clean out their ears. And their eyes roll back in their head. And they just be like, ah. And you give them a head massage. They're like, ah. So, if he feels like that, which it kind of does, then I guess now you understand why women like eggplant. Okay, now this was some sad stuff. Look at these pot-bellied pigs in Speedos. Why is your gut hanging over the swim trunks? Oh my God. Dudes, really? And look at all them little skinny young little fly girls they have over there all bikini clad. He says when you see girls like this on Instagram, see they on these yachts and there's a hot tub and everything. Remember who owns the boat. And there's the dudes. And you know what? There's truth to that too. Because these are the dudes, that are established in their careers and own companies, they CEOs, CFOs, CTOs, presidents, vice presidents. I mean, there's major shareholders. They got it going on. Who else is going to be able to afford a 50-foot yacht? Are you kidding me right now? But, ooh, they just know. I'm a pass. I'm good. Even when I was young, I'll still pass. I don't want to. Well, this was a dusty observation that has some truth to it because it's not like they go to some childless woman, right? They go to some other woman that's got kids too. And they want to be living on her because she got Section 8 and whatnot. She got food stamps and stuff to be feeding the clown good. So some of these are the kind of thing where you just leave you scratching your head going, because there's a note of truth to it. Like I said, even though it's dusty as hell, there's a note of truth to the observations that they're posting about. Yes, it is yucky. Yes, it is. It's very dusty, but it's a fact. I mean, I can't argue with it. You know what I mean? I just looked at it and said, right, you right. Oh, females. Here's that word again. And now they talking about we be single for so long that we get upset when somebody be liking us. Well, do we get upset? That's kind of an interesting word. I don't know if we get upset. But I have to say this, my young brothers. When a woman has been single for a long time and she's been happy, her life has been good, and then here you come bopping along and you want to become a part of her world, well, that's when she does that cost benefit analysis that I'm always talking about. What's it going to cost me to let this man into my life? Is it going to be worth it? Is what I'm giving up going to be worth what he's talking about he's bringing? Most of the time, y'all ain't talking about you bringing nothing. And so there's no reason for her to let you in. And so, of course, she's upset. She's upset that you wasted her time even trying to talk to her. That's why she got upset because you're a dusty. Okay. She don't want to be bothered. And you're thinking it's because she's used to being single. In reality, it's because you ain't about nothing. You're not bringing anything of value to her life that she can't provide for herself. So being with you would be a losing proposition, sir. And so you got it a little confused. I mean, I can see how you would want to do that, kind of like attribute that to something else so that you could walk away with your ego feeling intact, like it wasn't you. But in reality, it is you. You ain't shit. And that's why she don't want to be bothered with you. And that's why she prefers to stay single. And that's why she got irritated because you was like all up in her space and you wasn't talking about nothing. Wasn't talking about doing nothing. And you ain't about shit. So yeah, that's why. So in case someone looking at this, should get the wrong idea looking at this and be not really clear on what is that quote females be feeling, I hope that explains it to you. Yes, being single for women does extend your life considerably and it makes you have better health as well. Yeah, now this is I don't know who RH Sin is, but this is some real shit right chair. Right chair. Any man who tells you that he doesn't want anything serious but expects you to treat him like your boyfriend is a bitch. Now, where it gets interesting is boyfriend. You know what a boyfriend is? The nigga you fucking. That's it. That's all. Because he's not a fiance, he's not a husband. That's just somebody you're boning. Let's get it straight. Let's not use these polite euphemisms. That's all that it is. It's someone that you agreed to bone. And he agreed to bone you. That's it. Y'all be putting too much on it and thinking it means something. It don't mean nothing. And so women do the same thing because you have this quote boyfriend and you treat him like he's your husband because you want him to take it to the next level. You try to be giving him a sample of what life would be like were he to be your husband. And so you be, trotting out your wifely skills. I call that auditioning to be a wife. That's what you do. And what these guys do is they come in the door and they tell you, well, I just want to see how it's going to go. Let's just try it out. Why are you trying to rush me? You putting pressure on me. But they want all this husband treatment. Well, you all need to rethink that and really give that some thought about what you're doing and why you're doing it and what it is that you hope to get out of it because most of the time you're just going to get your head bumped. Okay. And now we're to the Savage Awards of the night. There are actually, I think, two winners because they were both so savage that we couldn't pick one. So we got two winners tonight, but this is just one of the regular Savage Awards here. And, they start quoting scriptures. She starts quoting scriptures to him. He calling at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about, I know it's late, but I can't sleep. And so then she starts quoting Isaiah 48:22. There's no rest for the wicked. I thought, oh my God, I'm not a Bible person, but I thought, okay, that was perfect. That was hilarious. So he can't get no sleep because you wicked. Oh my goodness. She was, you got to admit that was savage. That was savage. She just kind of like shut him down, like, and used the Bible to do it. What's he gonna say? What can you say other than just, oh, okay, yeah, let you get back to what you was doing, and then hang up and just feel ashamed of yourself. Oh, I thought this was rich. That was excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, why is this on here twice? Okay, we already did that one. That was a mistake. Okay, here we go. Uh, I saw this one today. I switched something out and put this one in because this was just beautiful. Beautiful. Just so freaking savage. I just want someone to love me the way these married men that inbox me pretend to love their wives. I mean, what you gonna say to that? What you gonna say to that? I was like, oh, because they do. I love my wife. Like, you straight up in there, baby, you beautiful. Can I roll through? Can we be friends? And all the other stuff they be sending you pics of, their equipment and whatnot. But they claim to love their wife. Where's the love part at? So yeah, the way they pretend she wants the shit for real. I was like, whoa, that was just beautiful. Just beautiful. Savagely beautiful. Let's move on. And this was winner number one. I just lost custody of my kids. Some are about to be freaking lit, she said. I was like, oh. This is what they call turning lemons into lemonade. See, I done told y'all. When you be having them kids, you want to be fighting for custody of them kids and going through all these changes about them damn kids and fighting for child support and being broke and having no money. You can't have no money. You can't go nowhere because you got to babysit and do daycare runs and all this old stuff. And he on your case trying to talk about how you ain't taking care of his kids right. All this stuff. Oh boy, just give him the kids. Say, you think you would be a better parent than me, obviously. Let me just sign these little monkeys over to you. Let's just do that. So she lost custody. So I guess they actually had a fight for him or whatever, and he won the fight. Which that happens a lot more than people think. When the fathers want custody, they usually have more money, bigger house and stuff like that. They have their parents, mom and sisters and whatnot to help them with the kids and all this stuff. And so they tend to have, resources that the women don't. And so a lot of the courts will award the father the custody, especially if it's boy children. And girl, yes, hot girl summer, hot girl fall, hot girl winter, hot girl spring, all that. And when you don't have custody, you can just disappear. Because, yeah, you can have every other weekend visitation, but just like the daddies do, they don't have to exercise it. All you have to do is pay that CS. So just because you have the option for the visitation don't mean that you're gonna take it. Well, I can't see the kids this week. Tell them I'll come next week because I'm in France for 2 weeks right now, and I'm a little far away. Yeah, I'll see them in February when I get back. Something like that. And you can send child support over. You just have a wireless connection and a bank account. You can send your child support from anywhere in the world. And we got one more winner, one more, the last one of the night. I thought this was so savage. I want to put this as my screensaver. This was so freaking beautiful. And so they're using Kermit. And like, when you see your ex getting their ass beat by a group of people, and you think to yourself, maybe I should help. Nah, they got enough people. Ah! Oh my God. Because you thinking, oh, maybe I should help, like defend your ex. That's what I thought at first. And it's like, nah, they got enough people. And there go Kermit driving up. Okay, you all have to admit that that was savage. You have to admit that that was like just the sad took savage to a whole new level. At least I thought it did. Am I the only one who thinks that? Kermit is looking all like worried, and then Kermit say, "Nah, they got enough people. It's cool." Oh my God, what a night that was! Yeah, I thought that was the best too. I really liked that one. Uh, I enjoyed it. Well, my apologies to everybody for the rough start we had. I mean, it was going fine, and then I don't know what happened. That's the second time in a row. We've had some issues with YouTube. And we were going so well. Lady Boss and I got so spoiled because I think we hadn't had any problems with YouTube for like almost a year. But now this is the week, I guess. But I want to, thank everybody for, sticking around and coming for the second part of the show. And also, remind you guys, we still having our subscriber drive for another week. It's not going as well as I had anticipated, but the goal was to try to make it to 25,000 before February 1st. Don't look like that's going to happen, but we could at least make it to 22, I guess. But I need you guys to share some links. Share some links and ask people to subscribe to the channel in time for February, which starts next Saturday. So we will not be here next Friday night. That's going to be my last minute preparations for the launch of February. As you know, it's a lot of work, and I do the majority of it by myself. So I need that time to get everything ready for the weekends and of shows up through Tuesday. So no show Friday night next week. Just wait for Saturday, and you'll see the launch of February, which is a video every day for the month of February. This is our third annual time doing this. It's a yearly event, and it's called February in honor of moi. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourself tonight. I sure did. Well, except for the internet stuff. But I had fun looking at all these crazy memes. Please remember to send yours in to survivingdating@gmail.com. Make the subject line Dusty News. Anything you find online, just send it on in, and we'll try to get it on the show. Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday, if not before. This is Deb Cooper signing out.